What's your emotions like a few hours later after that?
Just, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's always like a damn moment after things like this happen. You can kind of feel when something bad about to happen, but you never know when it's going to happen. And, it's just kind of like a damn feeling. It's over. This season is over.
How do you balance the fact that this was the second best record in franchise history, 49 wins, and yet kind of the way that you guys went out in the playoffs too?
I guess every story don't have a good ending. We look back at the season and we see what we could have done better. We know the injuries, some injuries at some point of our schedule had messed us up a little bit, but we can do some things internally to make us a better ball club, make us a better organization. We'll look back at it and see how we can be better.
You were, very insightful last night. A lot of self-awareness and, about your season, where you are, the organization. When do you start to kind of have conversations about the future and you and your team approaching Griff and handling the extension and having discussions about that?
I guess after everything is settled down, just after we think about the season and how it went, after we know what we need for next year, and where my head is and where Griff's head is. So I guess in the next few weeks, maybe.
Do you, people talk about, can he and Zion work? I know there were questions in Boston, can Tatum and Brown work? Do you believe that you and Zion can work here long-term together and it can, be a harmonious basketball experience?
Yeah, we both care about basketball. We both care about winning. So, if we communicate and we figure out what we really want out of this thing, I think we inspire each other and we can do that. But it doesn't work without communication.
How far off do you think you guys are from reaching your full potential, just given how the last couple of years have gone? And then you play a lot this year, just kind of split us with the injuries as of late.
You say our full potential?
Yeah.
I don't know. Every year our roster is going to change. The people that was here this year are not going to be here next year. So, I think we determine that by the way that we go into the summer, the way that we go into next season, and what we talk about and how we get better each and every game and each and every practice. But I can't give you the answer right now. I don't know who's going to be here next year. And I don't know the possibilities of anything, so I can't give you the answer.
Do you feel like you're close?
To my potential?
Like the team reaching that, like that elite level?
I think it's some things that we need to do before we reach that level.
When you made your first All-Star appearance, you were taking almost 7 threes a game. Last few years, it's been a little under 4. Just what do you make of that? And do you feel like you need to get back up to that amount?
Absolutely, and that's the way the game is changing. If you look back to my All-Star year, we had it was some off the dribble threes, but we had Lonzo Ball and Drew Holiday who was finding people on the wing, and they were getting downhill, and had the guys that were kind of play and knew the game and played a little bit more than other people, and they knew where different spots were. So that year, most of my shooting, three-point shoot, was catch and shoot. And I think now it's a lot of creating for yourself for threes, especially with our team right now. It's a lot of creating for yourself for three-pointers. So just got to look back, look at our roster, but have that in my arsenal to create my own shot from the three and find ways to find catch and shoot.
To that point, do you feel like this team could add or should add a traditional point guard in the offseason?
It would definitely be helpful, for sure. Yeah, it would be helpful.
You talked a lot this year about the work you, CJ, and Z did to kind of figure out, how to work together, how to make that thing work. But then, throughout the course of the year, the numbers just weren't as good with y'all on the court together. What do y'all have to do to kind of just show some improvement and figure out how to just be, more successful when y'all are playing together?
We got to understand that talent isn't gonna just win basketball games. It will win some basketball games, but we got to put things together and make sure that all of us are being effective on a really, really high level at all times. And that's going to take communication from me, Z, and CJ. I think back to when CJ was joking about us missing his calls, but that's one of the things where he was trying to really, really figure out, like, how we going to do this. And that's something that's important over the summer, is really getting with those guys and figure out, like, this is what we're doing.
Hey, Brandon, how would you kind of assess the job that Willie's done as head coach?
I think he's done a good job just being in the room. They got a lot of different personalities that he gotta attack every single day and be around. And I think he's just done a good job trying to keep positivity in the room when things are going good or bad. And over the years, he's gotten better in practices about the way we do things, the different things that we need to learn, and I think he's got better by the years.
I know when you got your first extension, it was coming off, the All-Star appearance. It just seemed like a no-brainer. This one, you said last night that it's been kind of a difficult summer and a difficult season. Do you stay out of negotiations? How do you let things not get personal, since you do have a good relationship with Griff and the organization?
I don't know. I'm just used to putting the work in. I'll be talking to Griff, but I'll let my agent handle it, and they'll talk about it, and Griff will tell me how he feel about the situation. But the work got to show, the results got to show, and I'm just worried about that.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
y'all.